Okay. Okay, students. Good afternoon again and again. So, this is our last topic for the first quarter. So, I'd like you to listen carefully so that you may have the idea about our lesson. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so our lesson for today is all about feminism. So feminism topic is all about freedom, equality, rights, liberal law, possibility, opportunities for the women. Okay, so who are the following behind this feminism and what is this truly feminism? So ganito yan, noong unang panahon, women do not have the right because of our community, because of our society. Our society has a lot and bigger expectation about our boys, sa mga lalaki kaysa sa mga women. Kung nung unang panahon, ang mga babae ay para lamang sa bahay. Their duties and responsibilities only to do to do household works, diba? Yan yung noong unang panahon. So, feminism is all about the rights of women. So, people behind the feminism. So, on April 27, 1759 to September 10, 1797, one of an English writer or philosopher, also an advocate for women's rights, named Mary Wollstonecraft. He wrote some novels, treatises, travel narrative, history of the French Revolution, and he also conduct book and children's book. He is best known for Vindication of Rights of Women in 1792. He also urged that women are not naturally inferior to men. So sabi niya, ang mga babae daw ay hindi naman daw siya talagang inferior, o hindi daw naman talaga mas hindi naman daw mas mataas daw talaga dapat ang pagtingin sa mga lalaki kaysa sa mga babae. But appear to be the only because their lack of education. So women before are lack of education, just like what happened in the Philippines, before women can't go to school. Kasi ang expectation sa kanila, kapag nag-asawa sila, magbabantay lang sila ng anak nila at gagawa ng gawaing bahay. Both men and women should be treated as rational beings and imagines a social order founded on a reason. So, sabi ni Mary Wollstonecraft, ang babae at lalaki daw ay dapat niyatrato ng tama. It is regarded as one of the founding feminist philosophers, and feminists often both work importance and influences. Another person behind the feminism was Audrey Horne. Audrey Horne existed between 1908 to 1986. He is an outspoken woman, a political activist, writer, and social theorist. He wrote The Second Sex in 1949. He detailed the analysis of women, oppressions, foundation track of contemporary feminism. He is also a critic that is patriarchy and social contracted faced by women. He also emphasized on freedom, responsibility, ambiguity that permeate all of her works and give voice to core themes of existentialist philosophies. Another person behind the feminism theory is Bell Hooks, or Gloria Jean Hoskins. So, ito yung kanyang nickname. He is postmodern feminist thinker writer. He is an English or a Scottish woman. He focused on the issue of capitalism, race, and gender. Namely, her writings serve to be the highlight and the ways three factors interacted. She also asserts that there are driving forces of oppression within society. One of her discussions, mainstream, was the feminism lack of diversity, the critic that has ultimately caused a new wave of feminism to take form. He is well known for her informal writing style through deviations from traditional academic effort to be more inclusive to broader audience. So these are the people, aside from the thinkers that I have shown you. We included here Emma Watson. We included also here Coretta Scott King. Coretta Scott King is one of the victims of rape in South Africa. And then we have Eleanor Roosevelt and Maya Angelou. So, what is this feminism? Ano nga ba tong feminism? We have the following wave of feminism that takes place century before we was born. The first wave was in the 19th century and to the 20th century. Women's suffrage, property rights, and political candidacy was conducted. So, dati hindi sila pwedeng umupo sa any political seat in the government. The second wave of feminism takes place in 1960 to 1980, where they reduce inequalities in sexuality, family, including the workplace, productive rights, de facto inequality, and official legal inequalities. And then we have the third wave happening in 1990 to 2008. This is the time wherein we embrace individualism, diversity, o yung pagkakaiba natin. And then the fourth wave was started in 2008 up to the present date wherein we combat sexual harassment for women, assault and misogyny, and seeking equality or opportunity. Kasi hanggang ngayon, women are very inferior to men. Some areas in the world, they don't recognize women empowerment. There is tatawag natin sexual harassment existing. We have the inequalities pa rin. Ano pa ba? We have women don't have the right to suffrage. In parts of South Africa, women cannot vote. Only men can vote because they believe that women do not have the right for that. And also in South Africa, there are parts of the world like South Africa, that women cannot sit in political candidacy or cannot join the political candidacy because of its limitation, kasi babae siya. So, what is this feminism all about? Feminism is a political movement, ideology, and a social movement. It established and achieved political, economic, and personal social equality of sexes, wherein it attains education and professional opportunities. Opportunities for whom? Diba yan yung question? These are opportunities for women. So, feminism is a theory that is the extension of feminism or a theoretical philosophical field. It also encompasses work in a variety of disciplines including anthropology, sociology, economics, women's studies, literary criticism. We also have the art history, psychoanalysis, and philosophy. Feminist theory aims to understand gender inequality and focus on gender politics and power relations and sexuality. So, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo nung unang panahon, women, yung mga babae, they are very inferior to men. Promotion for that feminist theory is all about promotion of right and interest for the women in the society. So, as times go by, pinaglalaban niya ng mga babae na kailangan meron silang karapatan. Kasi nga, ever since that the women existing existed in this world, we already don't have the rights for everything. Next we have the feminist literary criticism. Feminist literary criticism is a literary analysis that arises from the viewpoint of feminism, feminist theory, and feminist politics. It actively supports including women, knowledge of literature, valuing women's experience, and so on and so forth. One of the example for this is the history of England, diba? As we can observe, sa England, they are practicing the monarchy kind of government. Wherein, noong unang panahon, sa time pa ni King Henry, they value more on their sons o yung mga anak nilang lalaki. Kasi nga, itong mga lalaki, pwedeng magmana ng throne nila. And as times go by, nabago yung tingin ng lipunan sa mga babae. At nung nabago yun, nag-start yan nung umupo na si Queen Elizabeth I. So, nawala yung tinatawag nating race, sexuality, and physical abilities, na kailangan silang i-criticize sa entire community, socially and socially. So, the feminism or the literary criticism about feminism are identifying female character. This is the way to challenge male-centered outlook of the authors, wherein feminists are literally criticism and suggest that women literature were historically presented as objects seen from male perspective. So, yung mga male daw, they are looking at women as an object noong unang panahon. Kaya nga, sa kanila, noong unang panahon, kapag ikaw ay nag-asawa, tapos ikaw ay virgin, they will treat you as an object or parang object ka lang nila. Just like in the Muslim tradition. No, sa mga tradition ng Muslim, women women are inferior to men. Bakit? Kasi once na mag-asawa yan, binibili sila ng mga nagiging asawa nila. At walang pwedeng makakita sa kanila kung di asawa lang nila. Hindi rin sila pwedeng magtrabaho kasi nga, tawag dito, bound sa culture nila. Wherein ngayon, sa panahon natin, pwede na silang magtrabaho, pwede na silang tumakbo, they already have the political rights, ganyan. Next, we have the evaluating literature and the world in the literature is read. This involves a question in whether the society has predominantly valued male authors to their literary works because it has valued males more than female. No. Example again nito yung sa mga Muslim tradition. Sa mga Muslim, kadalasan nag-aasawa sila, sinasabi nilang virgin, kailangan yung maging asawa nila kasi binabayaran nila yon. Pag ikaw ay hindi na virgin, you don't have the worth or the value anymore. Ganon sila noong unang panahon. Another example, sa mga Indian. Sa mga Indian kasi, ang naghahanap ng asawa nila ay ang mga bumibili pala ng asawa nila ay ang mga babae. Bibili nila yung lalaki. So, kung sa tawag dito sa mga Muslims, yung mga lalaki ang nagbabayad sa pamilya ng babae, balik na naman sa Indian. Ang nagbabayad sa pamilya ng lalaki ay ang mga babae. Pero there are some limitations or bounded rules para sa kanila. Kailangan virgin yung babae. At kailangan educated yung babae. Okay? Kasi pag hindi ganyan, pag hindi na-meet yung ganyang standards or qualification, walang worth yung babae. Yan yung noong unang panahon. Pero nabago na yun because society evolves time to time. Okay? Sabi naman dito ni Elizabeth Bennet, Elizabeth and Jane have managed to develop virtue of strong character in spite of negligence of their parents. So, si Elizabeth Bennet ay isa siyang protagonist at isa siyang role sa isa siyang character sa isang novel. The novel demonstrates how women such Charlotte need to marry simply in order to gain financial security. Noong unang panahon, para maisalba mo yung utang ng mga magulang mo o yung pamilya ninyo sa kahihiyan, kailangan magpakasal ka sa may pera, kasi noong unang panahon binibili ang virginity sa mga magulang, no, o sa pamilya nung pakakasalan mo. Austin believed that women are at least as intelligent and capable as men and considered their inferior status in society to be unjust. Noong unang panahon, meron tayong tinatawag na inequality nga. So, it is existing until now. And until now, we are fighting for that, for that rights. So, for my assessment, first, you have to name at least 10 influential women in the world and give at least of their accomplishment. Example neto, Queen Elizabeth Tudor become the first queen of England who is considered a woman. And he was one of the advocates of this feminism theory. Number 2, you have to write an essay for the following questions. The question is, in today's generation, how can you promote equality among men and women? So, paano nga ba natin i-promote yung tinatawag nating equality for men and women? And then for number 3, do a role play showing equality among men and women. But anyway, guys, I don't think that you can still do a role play because we are on online session and we are on asynchronous session. What I want you to do is I will be posting a set of video clip, and then you analyze what happened then there and what is the most important thing to consider and what is the moral lesson of the story. Next, these are the movies that depicts feminism. So later on, i-explain ko kung anong gagawin ninyo. So kung may makikita nyo rito, we have the Wonder Woman, we also have the Mad Max, we have the Anak, we have the Mona Lisa, Moana, Charlie's Angels, Brave, and the Tomb Raider. What I want you to do is, you have to choose at least one. And then, you have to, you have to make a video. Mag-storytelling tayo regarding what happened in this movie. So, what I want you to do is to make a video about this and then, ipopost nyo siya doon sa ating Facebook page. Next. Okay, these are the list of songs. So these are my top lists. Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, Run the World, Independent Women, Single Ladies, Girl on Fire, Roar, and I Will Survive. So ito yung mga songs na nasa list ko na kailangan i-justify ninyo kung bakit, kasi sabi dito, girls just wanna have fun. So, sa lyrics niyan, kailangan i-justify nyo kung bakit kailangan may equality. May equality na dapat makamit ang mga babae. Okay? So, instead of writing it in a paper, no, kailangan, kailangan, ang gagawin ninyo ay kakantahin nyo siya sa mga tona nito. Katulad nito, Run the World. So, Ano ba yung lyrics ng Run the World na nagpapakita na kailangan may equality yung mga babae. So, yung lyrics na yun, kakantahin ninyo, and then what you're going to do is to record yourself, and then ipopost nyo yun sa ating Facebook page. Or kung hindi naman siya ma-post sa Facebook page, pwede nyo naman siyang i-post sa ating Google Classroom. So, that is all for our topic for today. So, I guess,